Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Super High Priestess. I'm doing a general reading today for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Scorpio is the endish of October, 20-something of October to about 20-something, early 20s of November. And the reason I don't give a specific date is because I've looked all over and no one can exactly agree on a specific time altogether. So it's kind of just whatever you feel. You could be on the cusp. So if you're at the cusp, you could either be right before Scorpio is Libra for the beginning, and at the end of Scorpio is Sagittarius. So if you're on the cusp of either end, look at those ones too, because we have all of them almost in all of our astrological charts. But anyway, hopefully this resonates with you. Today is the 20th of September, 2019, and it could be for the near future or when you are divinely guided. It can resonate now, whenever you divinely find this video. So timeline doesn't necessarily matter. But welcome, Scorpio. I already blessed my cards and I shuffled them quite a bit. So let's see what's for Scorpio. What is going on with Scorpio? Ooh, first out. Okay. 7 of fire. Scorpio. Okay. Let's put these others out. I feel like we need a couple more, actually. Sometimes this happens. Okay, that's how I'm being told to do it. And the underlier? Ooh. Okay. So, this first card, this is the underlier, which is the mood, the undertones, but not this is the main theme. This is the undertones of the whole thing, just to remember this, and especially remember this. So, Scorpio, you are a water sign, and sometimes you're really super critical on yourself, and this is about loving yourself and loving all of yourself, including your flaws. Now, Michael Strahan, if you know who he is, he's a famous retired football player. He played for the New York Giants, and he has a gap in his 2 front teeth. And he is, first of all, he's an amazing athlete. Second of all, he's totally a hunk. And then third of all, he has a gap in his teeth, and people were asking him, hey, now that you are rich from being a football player, are you going to get your gap fixed? And he's like, hell no. It's a part of his image. He wears it with confidence. He loves the gap in his teeth. And that confidence makes him more attractive. And he's just embracing it instead of being like, oh, this gap, oh, I can never smile. I can never be silly and have fun in my life because this gap. Whatever your flaw, quote unquote, turn it into something that's sexy. Turn it into something that you're proud of. My friend growing up in high school, she also had a gap in her teeth. And she was so freaking cute about it. And she didn't let anybody tell her that, oh, your gap looks stupid. And she's so freaking cool and beautiful. She's one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen, is this friend of mine. And she's cool as hell. So just embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace the flaws that you have. I mean, not to say oh, I have a flaw of being mean to people. No, I don't mean stuff like that. I'm talking about the gray hairs that you might be getting, or just embrace it. Embrace your beautiful hair color. Or if somebody's like, you've got a big nose, embrace your nose. Just love yourself, and that really comes through and radiates. Now, this is looking within, and maybe that's what this is going with, is that the inner things that are going on inside of you, just love yourself and look within, look deep into the pool. That little snake, Snakes represent an opportunity to learn more, and it might not be in a way that you want, like learning from the trials of your life, the mistakes of your life, or just learning in general. Pick up a book and, oh, okay. So I'm being told that your intuition is something that you really need to get in touch with right now. A great way to open up your third eye right here. You have so much potential. Scorpio, you have so much potential. And Scorpio is a very spiritual sign. It's right next to Sagittarius, which is super duper spiritual. And Scorpios, you guys are really, really soft inside. Sometimes I know you put up this front that's like, oh, I'm going to sting you if you come too close. But really, you just are love. You're so loving. And, you know, your intuition is ready to come out. It's really, just be more in touch with it. Look within yourself and get in touch. A great way to open up your third eye is listening to 963 hertz, like tones. And there are tons of free ones on YouTube, and they're phenomenal. You just can put it on your phone at night and just let it play, and you don't have to do anything other than that. So it's or you can meditate to it as well, or just have it on when you're cleaning the house or going on a run or a walk. You know, there's so many different things. If there is a will, there's a way. And maybe that won't work for you. Maybe just meditating will work for you. There are so many different ways to help you open up your third eye, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. So, all right, Scorpio, what else is going on? Integrity. Oh, and thought. Ooh. Okay. These are both influences on who you become. Take a look at what your thoughts are right now. What are your habitual thoughts? Your thoughts, nerves that fire together, wire together. Jake Ducey always says that on his channel, and he's one of those law of attraction people. And law of attraction begins with your thoughts. These are major arcana cards, and they influence who you are, Scorpio. So these are really important. Now, integrity, there's this naked woman. And when I first got these cards, I was like, why is she naked? What does that have to do with integrity? And then one day I was like thinking, it hit me. And it was like, oh, because being like who you are naked, quote unquote, like metaphorically, physically, like that's really who you are, and you can't hide what your true integrity is. So, and integrity is a really great characteristic that if you really practice integrity, it's something that is quite remarkable, positive characteristic of strength and character. So being honest with people, but not like exposing yourself like, hey, I do weed, because that some people can't handle that. Like, I don't mean that kind of stuff. Don't incriminate yourself. Like, I'm talking about being honest in your dealings. Like, if you're doing a business deal, don't be like, oh, I'm going to sell them this great car or this crappy car for a ton more. Like, be fair, be honest with your fellow men, because karma is real and it will come back to bite you if you do something shady. Have integrity, be true to who you are. That's the most important. But be true with your dealings with your fellow men, because I'm telling you, karma is real, and it does begin with your thoughts, and that goes with intuition as well, because intuition is having feelings about I use my intuition in these readings, but it's also in your life with decisions, dealing with people, and clear your mind, meditate. I'm being told, meditate. Meditate, Scorpio. That's really going to help you. Take 10-15 minutes a day. There are free meditations on YouTube. You're watching YouTube right now. Do a meditation. It's going to help you. 10-15 minutes, Scorpio. I'm telling you how to love. Ooh, authenticity. I don't read cards upside down, by the way. Oh my gosh, cool. Ooh, yay. Okay, Scorpio. Awesome. Okay. 3 Earth all next to each other. And you know what? This is all about you working hard, getting the goal, and being abundant. Whatever you're working for right now, Scorpio, it's going to be abundant. You're almost there. You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into this. Just be who you are, celebrate who you are, enjoy who you are. This is stability financially, abundantly in things that you have. You might not be a millionaire yet, but you have so much to be grateful for. That's what these two cards are about. And this is very strong authenticity, removing the mask. There are people that are here to help you in your life, and you're getting the attention of people. People are like, oh wow, Scorpio, what are you doing? In a positive way, like, wow, you're really killing it. And you should be. You're working hard, and it's not completed yet, but you're so close. And there's a little bee up here, and I live in Utah, and our flag is the beehive to represent industry. And like, they came out to a desert basically, and they saw a big lake, and they were like, wow, Salt Lake. And then it was salt. But they had to basically develop this whole place. In 1847, a bunch of white people came here, built it up, and, that took a lot of hard work and discipline, and that's what you're doing, Scorpio. You have, and he's bleeding because he got cut working somehow, but he's like, I'm not going to let this stop me. Don't let the trials in your life stop you. Just take it as, okay, this is going to make me stronger. Whatever kills you doesn't make you stronger. So just keep at it, because you are abundant now. I mean, getting a really feminine, there's a very feminine energy to this vibe. And I feel like you're very nurturing too, Scorpio. My sister is a Scorpio, and she's so awesome. She's one of the most nurturing, loving people. She was like my second mom growing up, and she's so freaking cool. And she's always like, here, you want some more food, to her little boys. And she's such a great mom. And she has a lot of energy in abundance, in loving and nurturing. And just, there's always more. That's what abundance is. It's not like, oh, well, abundance, I'm going to run out. No, it's abundant forever. I have to always tell myself that. So this feels like whatever you're working towards is manifesting and will continue to manifest. Just be abundant. Major Arcana cards for healing is very important, and faith. We don't always need to just particularly heal from physical things. Yes, there are physical things that we need to heal from, but there are also emotional wounds. And just have faith. Have faith that the healing is coming. These little froggies down here, they don't just have they're not just born a frog. They are a little egg, and then a little tadpole, and then that weird thing with the arms and a tail. It's kind of creepy. And then it's a froggy. And so you're developing. You have everything you need. You know what to do, but just have the faith, and it's going to happen. Not everything happens in our time. Everything is divine timing, Scorpio. Everything. So let's get some clarification here. Ooh, that's the first one out. Okay, here's another one. Ooh, the 5 of Fire. Okay. Let's put these. I feel like that goes there. This one's going there. That was the first one to fall out. Scorpio need to know. Clarification. Beautiful. This is awesome. Scorpio, I love this reading. This is so cool. Okay, whoa. It's going crazy. All right, that's good. I think that's an oh my word. Do you guys see that for reals? Ooh, nice underlier. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. That feels like that's where that's supposed to go. Ooh, I gotta move all these over. Mother energy. This is awesome. This is like the Empress, but the mother in this deck. This isn't a traditional tarot deck, as you can see. Awesome. Oh, awesome. Unify yourself to your intuition. That's really important. And, it's going to help strengthen in your relationships and help unify in the relationships that need strengthening right now. Ooh, and if you're married, this is union, by the way. If you are married, strengthen your marriage. Really focus on loving your partner, and remember, your partner is your best friend. Really, even if you're not getting along right now and you're fighting about the dumbest stuff, what is it really worth? Is it worth your relationship? Or, do you really love this person? If the answer is yes, strengthen it. If you're not having super duper problems, just remember that you're best friends and you want to always strengthen that relationship. You are loyal and you fight for each other. My husband, his grandmother said to him when he first got married, it's you and your wife against the world. Nobody else matters. Nobody. It's you guys. It doesn't matter if his mom thinks something, it's me and him. It's me and him. Go like this, not like this. And that's what this card is talking about. This card is conflict. This is the Five of Fire or the Five of Wands in other traditional decks. And, sometimes when we want to punch somebody in the face, that's not the right thing to do. Hand them your hand. Extend a hand. Love one another. I really, truly believe that. And sometimes you'll punch or you'll say a bad thing. And, you can learn from those experiences, but it's not always the easier way. Usually it can feel harder to extend your hand in love, but the choice is yours, Scorpio. It has to do with your integrity. Are you the kind of person that's going to have integrity and throw a punch, or be the brotherly love type of person? And the choice is yours. You'll learn either way. The choice is always yours, Scorpio. It doesn't matter what I say. The choice is always yours. Now, thought, we can get caught up in the dogmaticness of everything and go by the book. But take the good things that you've learned from the mistakes of the past, because not necessarily every single thing that we've come across in life obviously is perfect. There's contrast in all. But if you can take the good things out of organizations that you don't exactly agree with, if you were brought up, this is like the religion card. If you were brought up in a religion that you're not involved in anymore, just remember the good things that you've learned from it and take it. You don't have to take the whole thing, and you don't have to throw out the baby with the bathwater, and really examine what those good things are to you. Yeah, you can focus on the bad things. Everybody does at times, but if you really focus on the good parts, it will help your thoughts uplift. It will strengthen your integrity. And of course, your intuition is key in this reading. Intuition, it's going to strengthen your relationships. Okay. Now, this is really cool that this came out again. It just reaffirms that whatever you're building it, keep at it, Scorpio, keep at it. You're almost there. The hard work is going to pay off. You've got abundance here, and the mother is also very abundant. She's super abundant. She knows that things take time, like pregnancies. I remember, I've been pregnant 6 times, and I remember feeling like I am never not going to be pregnant again. And I called my mom, and I'm like, this is never going to end. And she's like, of course it's going to end. You're not going to be pregnant for the rest of your life. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Duh, Mom, you're right. And, there's that turtle. Things take time. But she's not in a hurry. She is in her element. She's in her throne. And she's just loving, nurturing mother. Divine essence of feminism, and feminism is really coming out strong in this, especially the abundance. Whatever you're doing, Scorpio, keep at it. This is a rejuvenation for something new. Now, take action. Maybe you're like, I'm so tired, I'm so drained. Relax, take a bubble bath, do whatever it is that can help you unwind and relax, and then use this reading as an opportunity to remember, boom, I'm going to make this happen. This is the Ace of Fire, which is a new beginning of action, and this is a new beginning of love. Maybe some people in your life need to be reminded that, hey, I love you. I've got to tell my kids every single day, hey, I love you, 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 I love you. And if I forget or stop doing that, they start to wonder, does mom love me? And everyone has different love languages, but I mean, whatever you need to do, maybe you haven't given a gift in a while or done a service for somebody in a while who needs it, and maybe they just need to be reminded of love. And this is the Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, Ace of Hearts. Show that love. Show that love. Just keep going, keep going. If there's somebody that you need to forgive or needs to forgive you, this can be a new opportunity for that. And be authentic. Like, really, genuinely, maybe you're not ready to forgive, but the cards don't lie, Scorpio. Just, this is a new beginning in love, whatever the love is. It could be a relationship with a friend. It could be anything. So, and then this is collaboration. Collaboration with somebody. It could be a new friendship. It could be collaboration at work. But, I mean, these two girls are beautiful on their own, but don't they look cool together? They look like a sister. They look like sisters. And their hair is entwined in a braid, so they're like putting their powers together to become one. And so this is a very strong entrepreneurial, like, collaborative card. So maybe I just feel like that's what's going on for you, Scorpio. There's somebody that you need to collaborate with, so you know what that's about. Okay. In the pain of healing, there's contrast. Like, healing means that you either got sick emotionally or physically, and just remember that we need to have the contrast in life in order to appreciate the things that aren't so difficult. Like, I love camping so that when I get home, I can really enjoy my bed and running water and hot water and having a roof over my head where it's not raining. But I love camping because I love the trees, I love the fresh air, I sometimes love the rain on me. And there's so much beauty in between and in both. Like, every trial that you go through and every hard thing that you need to heal happens for a reason. There is beauty to be found. And there's those little froggies again. You're developing, Scorpio, especially from these things from which you need to heal. It's one of the reasons that you're here. You are here to heal. Because after you heal, the fibers are stronger than before. There's a reason for this. There's beauty in this, Scorpio, and you are a beautiful being. You are a beautiful child of God, or divine, or universe, or whatever you believe in. I say God. I hope I'm not offending anybody. I say divine. I say universe. I say everything. It's all really the same. You can't get wet by the word water. You get wet by the water, and no matter what we call it. I mean, a rose is a rose is a rose is a rose, no matter what you call it, right? So, and the underlier here for our clarifiers is keep working hard. You know, this is such a cool card. He looks like he could be a slave, right? He's got these cuffs on, he's got that yoke on. But wait, he's not a slave. He's willingly doing this. He has a knife to defend himself. He's got that if he wanted to defend himself. And most importantly here, he has a key. He is serving willingly and lovingly. And he's bringing forth abundance. He has fruit to give, to share at least. I mean, this card reminds me of my husband who works day in and day out. At Scorpio, you're doing the work. Obviously, you're doing the work. And you're doing it with love. Do it with love. That's so important, to do it with love. Oh, Scorpio. All right. Have faith and wisdom. Wisdom is more than just knowledge. Wisdom is actually learning from your experience. In this earthly cycle, we will go over the same problem over and over again until we learn from it. Like, for example, if you're bad with finances and you're like, oh, I'm always broke, I'm always broke, I'm always broke. and you're always broke and you keep getting frustrated, that's because you're not learning. You've got knowledge about it, but you're not gaining the wisdom. And I just realized this. Okay, this is the 10 of the major arcana. It's one of our reasons for being. We're here to be knowledgeable, have wisdom, number 2, and 10 is a completion of a cycle. Now, you can learn from this experience that you're having and turn it into wisdom by not repeating it again. Like, you ever notice too how some people will be, I'm in a horrible relationship, and then they get out of that relationship, and then they get into a relationship with the exact same kind, not the exact same person, but the same kind of person. They keep getting married to the same type of person and having the same problems over and over again. Well, that's because they're not learning. And you don't want to keep doing that. Like, let's keep having the same cycle over and over. No, you've got 2 new cycles happening here, a love one and taking action one. Because this is fire, this is water. So, fire and water. So you've got the oppositions, but take action and love and have faith that you have the knowledge to turn it into the wisdom. 10 is the completion of a cycle, always. Completion. Boom. Make it happen. Scorpio, it was a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for any shares, likes, thumbs ups. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend and a great day. Bye.